Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you will probably know, I posted it on my Instagram story earlier today, and basically I put out two videos last week which were how to use LinkedIn lead lists and also LinkedIn tags, both inside Sales Navigator. But I realized I probably mixed them up and put them into the wrong order of teaching. So I've removed them both from my channel, made them both private again. And I'm going to do a 3-part series on how to use Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. So the first video is going to be this one on saved searches. Then I'm going to show you lead lists and then how to use tags. And all of this kind of ties together into how I use Sales Navigator as, I guess, an internal CRM alongside a custom spreadsheet. So let's get started with the first video. What are saved searches? I'm going to jump onto my laptop now. Okay, so we're going to hop over into Sales Navigator. If you have a regular LinkedIn subscription, then this isn't going to be much help for you. If you don't have one, I would recommend getting at least a free trial. It's a free 30-day trial until you have to start paying for Sales Nav. So I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to use LinkedIn for lead generation and take it seriously and really implement it into your outreach process, then definitely go check it out. So once we are in Sales Navigator, obviously we're going to cover saved searches today, which is this. For the sake of the video, I am going to pretend I'm just in a different industry, say I'm a marketing or advertising agency owner, a coach, consultant, anyone in the B2B space offering a service. I'm going to just put myself in the shoes of someone completely new who is building a saved search, and then I'm going to use the same search to explain the lead lists and also the tagging function so that it all makes sense and it's fluid throughout the 3 videos today, tomorrow, and on Friday. So if we go on to this, we've got advanced search. So we can either search for leads, which is individual accounts, or accounts, which is basically the company pages, so the businesses as an entity. Now, I'm going to show you based on leads. That's usually what I tend to do. If you're targeting certain companies with a certain revenue, for example, a certain company headcount, and then you want to break down within that company to see who you should target, then you want to do a search for accounts. But I'm going to do a search for leads because this is the most common one that you're going to do when looking for leads on LinkedIn. So search for leads. We're going to have this box come up, which is basically where you can filter your search and set your different preferences for what you want your results to have the characteristics of. So I am going to imagine that I am looking for people, let's say, in the restaurant industry. So restaurant, here, profile language, I'm going to set that as English. Geography, I like to split, so in terms of saved searches, how I split them apart is by location. I also tend to keep all of these things the same and then change one variable at a time. So for example, if I was doing this just changing location, I'd do that until I had exhausted all the different leads, all the different results that were relevant to me. And then I would go back to the start of the location. So say if I started with London, I'd go back to London, then change the industry or change the company headcount or change some sort of keyword or the seniority level of the person in the company. So for the sake of just now, without overwhelming you, I'm going to just start with one place. So let's do London as geography. London here. So we've got 22,633 results so far. We don't want that number to be any higher than 1,000 because at that point LinkedIn isn't going to show us all of those results. So we want to get this number below 1,000, and obviously with this we're going to be manually looking through the different leads to see which ones are high quality, low quality, etc., to filter them out, to then build our lead lists and then add tags to those prospects. So we've got London, profile language English, industry restaurants. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to be targeting, say, small mid-level company sizes. So I'm going to do 11 to 50. And then I'm going to target the owners of the restaurants. So I've got 168 results, which is pretty good. Let me see if this actually changes if I do London Metropolitan. Not particularly. Okay, we're going to leave this like this. So owners of restaurants based in London with a profile language in English with a company headcount of 11 to 50. So I'm going to then click search. Also, before I do this, to apply sales preferences, if I toggle this on, it means that it's going to have this set automatically whenever I go back to do an advanced search for leads. So this is useful if you're doing as what I said, where you're changing one variable at a time, I could turn this on to sales preferences. It'll come up like this, and then all I need to do is go and change the geography every time. So I'm going to do this search. And then basically we have all of our results here. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually have a quick scroll through, see if they're the type of people that you're looking for. If, for example, you're getting people that you wouldn't want to target. So for example, if you've got someone that is a director and you don't want directors, you just want owners, you could do a Boolean search. A Boolean search is where you can use different keywords that are going to be included in the profile, and you can exclude or include words. So you could use owner, not director, for example. 91 results. So it excludes, but the problem with this is it's not just excluding director from the title, it's excluding director from the entire profile. So this could also not be a great idea. I would actually recommend looking through all of them, but if you do want to use it, just bear in mind that it could be the person's profile had their previous experience where they used to be a director at a different company, so it's then excluded them from the search. So for the sake of the search, I would keep it as it is, keep it open, have a look through these different people, open them up in different tabs, see if they match the quality of your list, and then if it's a good search for you, what you want to go ahead and do is save the search. So all you need to do is click Save Search. I'm going to call this one. You can see where I've done like the other ones from different tutorials. I'm going to do one. I always like to do location, so I'm going to do London. Then I'm going to do industry, so restaurants. Then I'm going to do 11 to 50 for company size. And then I'm going to do the seniority level, so the owner. I like to do it in that order and then keep it the same. So as you do it with the others, do location, industry, company size, seniority level. For alerts, you can choose how you want to set the alerts, either daily, weekly, monthly, or never. I like to do them as weekly. So then we just click yes, closes off, and then we could do another advanced search, do search for leads, and build as many lists as we want. So we've still got the previous search. All we would need to do is then go do this, and then we could put in, let's say like New York. Here, 751, do this search, have a look through it. Obviously note that we've got all of these different features at the top as well, but that's for a different video. And then we can do exactly the same thing, save the search, do number 2, New York. We didn't change any of the other variables, 11 to 50, owner, create. So that's how I like to organize my saved searches. Hope you guys find it super useful, and look out for tomorrow's video. So that was it for this video on saved searches. I hope you guys found it useful, practical, valuable, something that you can go and put into place straight away. I'm gonna be uploading the other 2 videos day after day so that you'll have everything by the end of the week. So obviously today's Wednesday, you're gonna have saved searches. Tomorrow I'm gonna do lead lists, and then on Friday I'm going to upload the video on how to use the tagging system. So just subscribe, turn post notifications on if you haven't already to make sure that you get alerts, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.